Hi, I'm your Everyday Joe. In today's recipe, we're going to be making vegetable shrimp fried rice in the Ninja Foodi, so stay tuned.
If you want to show support to this channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. And to stay up to date on new content, when we release it, ring the notification bell. Now let's get into the video.
The ingredients we're going to need for the shrimp and vegetable fried rice is 1 cup chicken broth, 1 cup long grain rice, 5 large jumbo shrimp, 3 ounces of ham diced, 2 tablespoons of green onions chopped, 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 medium onion diced, 1 bell pepper diced, 3 to 4 ounces of frozen peas and carrots, 3 to 4 garlic cloves minced, 1 teaspoon of ginger minced, soy sauce or tempura dipping sauce, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil, and salt and black pepper to taste. All right, thanks for coming back. So the first thing we're going to do is get the foodie going here with the rice. For rice, I'm using a long grain white rice. I'm using Uncle Ben's version. You can use jasmine rice or any kind you like. And for the liquid, I'm using chicken broth. 1 cup of chicken broth to 1 cup of rice. It's 1 to 1. So first, what I'm going to do is turn this on here so we can get this at least started. On the pressure side, we're going to use pressure high for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes here. So we're going to put the liquid in, get that in there, and then the rice. And all we want to do is really just make sure that everything is coated and submerged into the liquid. The pressure is going to take care of most of that anyway. All right. I'm not going to add any salt or anything because we're going to season everything to taste during the stir fry section. So next, get our pressure lid, line up the arrows. Make sure you push it down, and you'll feel a little bit of give there as it moves the air out. Lock it. All right, so 2 minutes on high. So we want to hit the start here, and we want to close the vent. Make sure the vent is set to seal. It's probably going to take about 5 to 7 minutes for it to come up. When the red pin comes up, the red valve closes, the timer will start. It's going to go 2 minutes. After it's done with the 2 minutes, we're going to let it naturally cool. Basically, just let it sit for 10 minutes, and then we're going to release it, and I'll bring you back when we're doing that. So we're going to be doing a quick release here. Just use a towel over the top so you don't get sprayed, just to control it a little bit. There shouldn't be much left in there anyway. So just enough for that pin to go down. So once that pin goes down, we'll open it up, give it a stir, and we're going to move the rice into a bowl. So the pin just dropped. Let's just take it off. And again, always away. All right. So let's put that to the side. And you can see that the rice pretty much just soaked up all that liquid. So that's what we want. We want it pretty dry. We don't want it soupy. So I just want to work out the rest of the humidity in this. And it looks done. I mean, actually feels done too. But we're still going to stir fry. So now what we're going to do is just pull the rice out. Need my glove. Okay, put the glove on so we can dump the rice out because we're going to take it out of the pot here. Okay. Use a spatula here just to get the rice out of here. And again, when you're doing rice in the pressure cooker here, in the foodie, it's 1 cup of liquid per cup of rice. Usually on the stovetop, it's 2 to 1, 2 liquid to 1 rice. Okay. I just want to get all the rice out because we're going to be sauteing vegetables now. Okay. All right, so we're going to set this aside here just so it cools off a little bit because we want it to be a little bit cooler. So when we do the stir fry, it soaks up that oil and gives you a little bit of a crunch or nuttiness will come out. So now we're going to use the sear saute set to high. Let this heat up a little bit. And we're going to use two tablespoons of butter. You can use less, or you can use oil, some vegetable oil, or any kind of oil that you like, depending on your flavor and your taste. Okay, just going to let that go. I'm going to saute the vegetables in the butter, but then when we do a stir fry, I'm going to actually add a little bit of oil in there just to get everything going. Stir frying in butter, not that good because the butter will end up burning too much, but sauteing is quick. So let's just wait for this to come up a little bit, and you'll hear it start sizzling a little bit here. Okay, it's starting to sizzle. So let's get the onions in there, because that's going to take a little bit longer to sear. We're just going to coat it up in the butter. So we're going to add the garlic to that too. So get all of that in there so it flavors it. Get the peppers in there. Now you can add herbs and stuff in there if you like. For me, this is simple is better. Say salt and pepper, we're going to do to taste. We're going to do most of that towards the end. I've got some ham that we chopped up also. We're going to throw in there. I'm just going to roast that up a little bit towards the end of the saute. And the peas and the carrots, they're frozen. The peas and carrots, we're going to leave that aside till the end, just to mix in there. Okay, let's give this a little stir here. We're just trying to soften the vegetables. We're not trying to, get too crazy with cooking it. I don't like the vegetables to be too soft. I want them a little bit of a bite to them. You can make them soft if you like. It's not going to hurt the recipe at all. Give it a couple of minutes here. I'm going to put the ham in there. Get that in there too. So flavors all blend together nicely. It smells good. Now, if you want to give it a little bit of an Asian flavor, you can use a little bit of sesame oil in there. That's fine too. I may add a little bit towards the end, but this would be fine if you're not looking for any of that strong sesame flavor. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Another minute or so, and we'll get the shrimp in there too. I just want to get these things sauteed nicely, translucent. The shrimp I've chopped. These were the large jumbo shrimp. I chopped them up in like thirds. You can keep them solid if you like. I just think it mixes better into the rice, having everything kind of the same size. Okay, and you want to keep stirring. What that does is that allows the steam to escape, any liquid, any water to escape. So it keeps it a little drier. It's not soupy. It doesn't get all mushed up on you. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little pinch of salt here. Again, we don't want to go too much with the salt now. And same thing with the pepper. We can always add it towards the end. I'm just going to throw a little bit in there just to keep it going. Build up the flavors in it a little bit. Also, the salt helps pull out the water. Okay, as you can see, they're starting to get translucent here. So I'm going to get the shrimp in there. And this isn't going to take long at all. Once the shrimp starts turning like an orange color, you're pretty much done with that. You don't want to overcook them. They'll get kind of rubbery. Give it a couple minutes until the shrimp starts turning that orange color. And then we're going to pull the vegetables out. We're going to put them on top of the rice here. All right, looks like the shrimp is starting to turn orange. You can see it here. So we're just going to wait till they go a little bit further. Okay, give it a little stir here. We're just about there. Again, we don't want to overcook the shrimp. It's going to get a little too rubbery. and chewy. You want to get it just so they're turning that orange color, because again, we're going to stir fry the rice into this afterwards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out and put them in a bowl so I can start stir frying the rice on its own before I mix everything together. If you keep stirring, it allows the liquid to evaporate faster. That's one of the secrets they use in stir frying, is just keep stirring. That gets the water evaporating, so it gives you a drier texture. So I'm going to get a bowl and start pulling the shrimp and vegetables out. Okay. And we want to keep the pot going hot, so we want to leave it on high, just so we get everything cooking quickly. Okay, and it's okay if you don't pull everything out. It's going to go together again anyway. So we got most of it out here. Let that sit and cool a little bit. Okay, so now this thing's still pretty hot here. I'm going to get maybe a tablespoon, couple tablespoons of vegetable oil. You can use canola oil, safflower oil, or anything you like. I'm also going to add maybe a quarter teaspoon. You want to go light on the sesame oil. It's very potent, very strong. So just a little bit for flavoring. Okay, I'm just going to make sure it all, get all those little bits there working from the bottom, and the oil is pretty hot. So now we're going to take the rice and we're going to get the rice in there. So as usual, just make sure you loosen it up a little bit. Get it in there. You'll hear the sizzle. That's what we want. So now that we get the rice in there, just going to coat the rice in the oil, and we're going to flatten it out. What I want to do is I want to flatten it out here just so it starts building a little bit of a crust on the bottom, just to give it that stir fry taste and flavor. Okay, so we're going to let it sit there. In the meantime, I'm going to clear some of the stuff out of the way. Okay, also going to throw a little pinch of ginger. And now if you have raw ginger, you probably want to saute that with the vegetables. I've just got some ground ginger, so I'm going to put just very little. You don't need all that much. This goes a long way. Okay, give that a stir here. And you can smell it right off the bat. As soon as that ginger gets warm, it's like, whew, nice. If you don't like ginger, you can leave it out. It's fine. It's a matter of taste. So we're going to let that sit a little bit. Okay. Now, if you want to add additional salt, you can. I'm going to be using some tempura dipping sauce, which is basically like a sweetened, a little bit sweetened of a soy sauce. You know, it's basically just a soy sauce with some additional flavorings in it. And I've got some light soy sauce on the side here, depending on the flavorings you want to add. So we're going to keep this moving. Okay. Again, I'm packing it down just so it gets a nice stir fry at the bottom. And because this is non-stick, you don't have to worry about the rice sticking to the pot. This ceramic coating is fantastic. Okay, so we'll give it a couple of minutes to kind of sizzle away here. All right, so now I've been let it sit here for a second here. You can see the color. It's kind of toasting the rice a little bit. So it's kind of darkening a little bit, and that's fine. It gives it a nice nutty flavor, toasted flavor. Okay, so now we're ready for the vegetables to go back in. Let's get that in there. Oh yeah, love that sound. Get that in there. Give it a mix here. Okay, and basically all we're going to do is mix it together. You know, cooking is pretty much already done, so we just Want to make sure we evaporate any liquid in there. We're going to put the peas and the carrots in there now. So get that all in there. And you don't have to defrost them. I just left them out for a little while, just so it kind of takes the icy part off of it, so they're not icy going in. Okay, give it that a nice little turn. We're going to get some of the green onions in there. Okay, and I'm going to throw some of this flavoring, this tempura dipping sauce in there. Nice, love that sound. And a little bit of the soy sauce again, well, the saltiness. Yeah, I didn't add too much of the salt. So give that a turn, and we want to try to evaporate some of that liquid. All right, so now we're pretty much done here. Pretty much done to stir fry. It's supposed to be quick. All right, so I'm going to take a spoonful of this to give it a taste. Here, I'm going to grab some of the shrimp, get that in there, and give it a taste. It's steaming hot. Okay, grab some of everything. And you can see nice glossy look to them. Oh yeah, that tempura flavoring comes out in this. All right, a little bit of soy sauce in it. Some of the flavorings they put in here are, obviously soy sauce, but they've also got salt and vinegar, some other sweetener, probably sugar in here. So it gives it a nice little flavor if you've never tried it. It's pretty good. The shrimp is cooked perfectly. So we're going to turn that off. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my vegetable stir fry with shrimp. So it was a quick recipe in the Ninja Foodi here. If you enjoy watching the video, go ahead and put some comments down, give me some shares, some thumbs up if you like it. Also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the globe here at the bottom. I've got some videos here that YouTube will place for you. Take a look at those, some of my playlists also. And we appreciate you watching, appreciate you taking the time to give us the support to build up this channel. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.